The story opens in one of London's most dangerous neighborhoods, a place where gunshots and gang violence are just part of the background noise. And right in the middle of this chaos lives a quiet teenager named Tom, who spends most of his time hiding from the outside world with his headphones and video games. But next morning on the way to school, Tom meets his buddy Danny, who hands him an MP3 player he'd been waiting for. At school, Tom can't stop sneaking glances at Lucy, the girl he secretly likes. And today feels different. Lucy actually walks up to him and asks for help with her science homework. Just when Tom starts feeling confident, the local bully Eugene jumps in and mocks him for not being able to talk to girls. Lucy shuts Eugene down immediately and happily tells Tom to come study at Charlie's house that evening. Tom is over the moon. After school, Tom spends a bit of time with his grandma Nancy. But as soon as she starts reading him one of her stories, he gets irritated and slips away to meet Lucy. But the moment he reaches Charlie's house, everything changes. Inside, Tom sees a man lying unconscious on the floor. From the rooms, a group of criminals comes out, recording something sinister. Terrified, Tom tries to run, but one of the thugs shoots him. The gang flees, leaving Tom bleeding on the ground. 10 days later, Tom wakes up in a hospital bed. The doctor explains the unbelievable. The bullet hit Tom's phone, shattering it, and tiny pieces of that phone got lodged inside his brain. The miracle? Tom survived with no major brain damage. But the doctor warns him to be careful, because nobody knows what side effects this could cause. Tom's first question is about Lucy. His grandma reassures him, Lucy is safe. After being discharged, Tom takes a taxi home with his grandma. The driver keeps staring at Tom, and while grandma distracts him, Tom suddenly feels a strange pulse inside him. His vision blurs, he blacks out, and the next thing he knows, he's waking up in his own bed. The next morning, grandma encourages him to go see Lucy. Nervous but trying to act normal, Tom arrives at her house with flowers. Lucy's brother Ben lets him in. Tom apologizes for running away that night, but Lucy comforts him, saying anyone would have done the same. But as Tom leaves the house, something shocking happens. He starts hearing voices, not human voices, electronic ones, phone vibrations, text messages, digital beeps, radio signals, all blasting inside his head at once. Terrified and overwhelmed, Tom sprints back home because something inside him has changed forever. Tom's life takes a wild turn when he realizes his eyes are no longer normal. Everywhere he looks, phones, cameras, laptops, CCTV, a digital interface starts flashing in front of him like some futuristic operating system running inside his brain. The overload hits him so hard that he faints, but right before blacking out, he sees something that changes everything, Eugene's phone data. And in that data, proof that Eugene was part of the same gang that attacked Lucy. Tom rushes to tell Danny, but Danny thinks Tom is just traumatized and imagining things. At school, nothing feels normal anymore. Every device around him opens up like a hologram only he can see. And when Eugene sends the attack video to someone, Tom watches the entire chat thread live, proving the truth. Eugene helped ruin Lucy's life. Anger explodes inside Tom. With one thought, boom! Eugene's phone fries instantly. Later, Tom goes with Danny to a house party. Tom sits quietly in a corner, scanning everyone. And suddenly he spots them, the same gang members from that horrible night. Furious, Tom walks straight toward Eugene, but Danny quickly pulls him away before things blow up. That night, Tom goes to meet Lucy. While talking outside her house, he sees the gang heading toward the basketball court. Lucy's fear tells him everything. This ends now. Revenge begins. Tom sends Eugene a threatening anonymous message and starts tailing him the next day. He watches Eugene meet some shady dealer, and from the shadows, Tom hacks his phone again, hearing every detail of the deal. And then, Tom unleashes chaos. Lights in their houses explode. Appliances go dead. Phones glitch. The gang starts panicking, thinking a ghost is hunting them. They have no idea it's Tom, their new invisible nightmare. Tom texts Lucy from a hidden number. I'm going to protect you from the people who hurt you. Tom isn't just a boy anymore. He's their punishment. The next day at school, the principal calls everyone for an announcement. Perfect chance. Tom hacks the system and blasts a private, embarrassing video of Cass, one of the gang members, across every screen in school. Students burst into laughter. Cass runs away in humiliation. Tom feels powerful. Later, Tom tells Lucy about the video. Lucy, curious, secretly messages this mysterious protector. Without raising suspicion, Tom replies from his hidden identity. He asks why she was attacked. Lucy finally reveals the truth. Her brother Ben refused to join Eugene's gang, so they targeted her out of revenge. She then asks, "Who are you?" Tom replies with the name he has now embraced. "Call me I-Boy." A few days later, Tom and Lucy are walking home when Eugene and his gang block their path. They begin mocking Lucy, trying to shame her for that horrible night. Their leader grabs Tom and demands to know if he's the one sending the threats. Right then, Tom's phone buzzes. Another anonymous message pops up. "Wrong guy." Eugene freezes. The gang looks confused. Tom and Lucy use the moment and escape instantly. The hunter has just become the hunted, and Eugene has no idea how deep Tom's powers go. Seeing Lucy terrified again and again pushes Tom past his limit. This time, revenge is going to a whole new level. One night, Tom waits until Eugene's gang tries stealing a car. And then, snap, every lock on the vehicle slams shut, trapping the entire gang inside. Suddenly, the car's dashboard speaks in Tom's distorted voice. "I know everything. Now tell me, who gave the orders?" The gang panics. Tom overheats the engine, steam blasts out, and when nobody answers, fire erupts under the hood. Cass finally breaks and screams out the truth. The real boss is Cuts. The moment Tom gets the name, he unlocks the doors. The gang sprints out, and boom! The car explodes behind them. Tom's revenge has just entered its real phase. With his digital powers, Tom tracks down Cuts' exact location, unaware that his own friend Danny is secretly hanging out with Cuts' crew. Cuts later watches a recording of his burned car, only to find the inside smeared with filth, a small, disgusting gift from Tom to make them furious. Enraged, Cuts storms out with his men to hunt the attacker. Tom uses this moment to slip into their apartment. Every electronic device, destroyed. The safe filled with illegal drugs, looted. Cuts returns to total chaos, his entire stock gone, and he completely loses it. Days later, Lucy tells Tom she wants to return to school, but still feels scared. She wants him to stay close, and Tom agrees. They talk about the mysterious city vigilante called I-Boy, who is punishing the gangs. Tom asks what she thinks, and Lucy says, if he really wants change, he needs to go even bigger. Her words hit him hard. Tom begins planting drugs in gang houses and anonymously tipping the police. Dozens of gangsters get arrested. Cuts' bank account gets emptied. Tom posts hints of I-Boy online, and the legend blows up. Eugene's gang gets arrested too, and the whole neighborhood turns against them. Tom grows so powerful that he shuts down half the city's electricity like it's nothing. Meanwhile, Cuts meets his boss Elman, who threatens, "One more loss, and you're dead." Terrified, Cuts orders his men to raid the entire neighborhood and seize every phone and every electronic device. Gangs storm into houses, people get robbed, and now the situation turns more dangerous than ever. Next day, Tom starts testing his powers and instantly realizes he's messed up the whole city. Everywhere he looks, people are complaining. Phones glitching, robberies increasing, chaos spreading like wildfire. And the worst part? Even his grandmother Nancy got robbed. Tom finally sees the truth. In trying to stop a gang, he accidentally turned the entire city into a digital danger zone. Feeling guilty, he goes silent for a few days. And just like he expected, the gangsters return to business as usual, which is exactly what Tom wanted. It's time for his real plan. Meanwhile, Nancy senses something is wrong. She meets Danny and says, "Tom is different, but he's not bad. If he ever goes too far, stop him." Danny quietly agrees. Cut to Cuts, the gang leader, getting into his car. Tom, now fully I-Boy, is tracking him in real time. Tom also texts Lucy, "I'm ending this tonight," but Lucy sends a message that hits him hard. "You're not doing this to be a hero. You're doing it to feel better. Stop." Tom hesitates, but revenge wins. He follows Cuts, but Cuts throws his phone away to avoid being tracked. Suddenly, Tom hears police helicopters. A huge accident just happened nearby. Using a live street camera, Tom traces Cuts again and speeds off on a bike. Cuts reaches a massive container yard where his gang is waiting for I-Boy. Tom hides in the shadows, scans the whole place, and builds a perfect attack plan. He knocks out a guard, burns the gang's drug shipment, and destroys Cuts' money in seconds. But then the gang jumps him. They beat him brutally. Tom realizes this might be the end. With no other option, he unleashes a painful, high-pitched sound blast, making everyone collapse. Tom runs. Cuts fires a gun, but Tom barely escapes. Half dead, Tom stumbles through the streets, hits a lamppost, and blacks out. Next morning, he wakes up in a strange place with no memory of how he got there. Meanwhile, Lucy keeps calling him, He promised to take her to school. When he doesn't answer, she goes alone. After class, Lucy reaches home and finds Tom waiting. Furious, she scolds him for lying. Tom tries to explain, but she walks away. Suddenly, a crowd gathers outside the building. Tom and Lucy turn and freeze. Cuts' dead body is hanging from a rope. Everyone thinks it's suicide. Tom is shattered. Later on the rooftop, he asks Danny, "Who's responsible for this?" Danny replies sharply, "Everything happened because of I-Boy. People in the neighborhood are now divided. Some call I-Boy a hero, others call him a criminal." Overwhelmed, Tom goes to a doctor and begs him to remove the metal fragments from his brain. But the doctor shakes his head. Impossible. Late that night, Tom is at home when he hears a strange noise at the door. And before he can even react, two men grab him. One of them reveals the truth. He's Elman, the real boss, the man all the gangs secretly work for. They drag Tom inside and Nancy immediately lashes out at Elman's cowardice, but Cuts attacks her and the old woman falls unconscious. Elman coldly orders his men to lock her in another room. Now face to face with Tom, Elman makes it clear. He knows everything about I-Boy's powers, and he wants Tom to work for him. Tom refuses. Elman snaps, slams him to the ground, and activates Plan B. He forces Tom to track Lucy's location, and when Tom does, his heart stops. Lucy has been kidnapped by Eugene and his gang, the same thugs Elman freed from jail. With Lucy's life hanging by a thread, Tom gives up and agrees to help. To break him even more, Elman reveals the ultimate betrayal. Danny was the one who exposed Tom's identity, selling him out to the gang. Elman humiliates Danny in front of everyone, throws cash at him, and kicks him out. Then he turns to Tom again. "Transfer a huge amount of money right now, or Lucy dies." Tom starts the transfer, but secretly uses his powers to send an emergency call to the police through the same phone recording Lucy. Cut to the warehouse. The gang is preparing to shoot Lucy. She screams in anger. The same boys she grew up with are about to kill her. Suddenly, the police burst in, but the gang hides Lucy just in time. After the police leave, Lucy seizes her chance. She grabs a fallen gun, forces the three to kneel, ready for revenge, but she can't pull the trigger. Shaking, she runs outside. Right then, Elman and his men capture her, and somewhere nearby, someone hits Tom on the head with a gun, knocking him out. Everyone is back under Elman's control. He orders Tom to continue the money transfer. But this time, Tom is done being anyone's slave. He unleashes his power into every phone in the room. Elman realizes the danger and throws his phone. But the rest of the henchmen aren't so lucky. Their phones explode in their pockets like grenades. Lucy takes advantage, knocks Eugene out, and Tom escapes toward Elman. Outside, Elman ambushes Tom with a steel rod, beating him mercilessly. Tom tries another sonic blast, but Elman dodges and knocks him unconscious. Just as he's about to kill Tom, Lucy fires a warning shot from behind, but the gun jams. Elman rushes at her. She somehow fires again and injures his hand. Enraged, he punches her unconscious. Seeing Lucy collapse, Tom wakes up, and something inside him breaks. As Elman raises the steel rod for the final strike, Tom lets out a deafening scream. A massive shock wave blasts out of his body, killing Elman instantly. Tom collapses from exhaustion. He wakes up in a hospital. Nancy is crying with relief beside him. Days later, Tom is walking through the neighborhood when Danny shows up, ashamed, apologizing, and offering back the money Elman gave him. Tom refuses and tells him he never even thought about who recorded the video of Lucy's attack. Danny freezes. He knows Tom has figured out the whole truth. Finally, the film ends with a quiet, beautiful moment. Tom and Lucy meet on the rooftop. Tom sets up a small romantic table. They sit together and share a kiss. They're alive, safe, and they've taken down London's most dangerous criminal, and that's the I-Boy. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more movie explanation videos.